So first, take the question of this particular program for understanding how to develop a program. So when a switch is connected to 50, when a switch is connected to P1.2, okay, let us assume I have my 8051, right? So P1.2, so here I have my switch, okay. So here I'm just connecting my switch, okay. So write a C program to monitor this switch. I'm going to monitor this particular switch and create the following frequency. That is, when switch is zero, that is off state. That is off state. What is the frequency? It has to generate 50 hertz. 50 hertz in the particular pin P1. So here P1.5 particular pin, I should generate the frequency as 50 hertz. I should generate 50 hertz. So very important program. Similar way, when switch is equal to 1, when switch is 1, generate 700 hertz. Generate 700 hertz. Okay. So you are going to, that is switch is on condition. Okay. So in the question they have told, use timer 0 and mod 1 operation. Okay. Okay. So how will you generate this? Okay. How will you generate this? How will you generate 500 hertz? How will you generate 700 hertz? Okay. So that is your question. How you are going to develop? So as of now, you know that how to generate a delay for one clock cycle. Before toggling, I can, by using one, that is timer, you can generate certain delay, right? That is for only either positive half cycle or negative half cycle. So how will you generate the frequency? Anybody have any idea? Because all the data I have placed in the slides. If you understand, you please tell me so you are very clear with the program. Then what I can do so that when switch, see in my program, I'm just placing switch equal to 0. So if that is the case, I'm checking that switch. If switch equal to 0, this delay I'm executing. In this delay, I'm just putting a parameter 0. I'm sending this numerical value. Okay, I'm just passing the value 0. If it is a 0, I'm just placing some value into the particular timer register. So this is my exact value. So now you tell me what I should do to generate 500 hertz. First condition. Once you find out this, 700 is very easy, simply putting the data, different data. So any idea? Because all the data I have placed here, you tell me what you understand. Any idea?
So frequency is converted to time.
Yes. First step, you have to convert the frequency to time period. Always the time period is, it is positive and negative, right? That is positive half cycle and negative half cycle, both. Okay, that is your time period. So now you can say that this is my time period, right? This is my time period. Inverse of frequency will give you your time period. So this is your time period. Okay. The next step is, see, delay which you are, that is this function, still now we have seen only for one positive half cycle. So what we can do, the time, that is time period, whatever we obtained, I can divide by 2, no? See, I'm dividing this value, this time period by 2. What is I'm getting? 1 millisecond I'm getting. That is 1 divided by 500 is 2 millisecond. I'm just dividing this so that I'll be getting 1/2, right? So I'll be getting 1/2. So in previous program also, we have designed a program for this delay only. That is one positive half cycle. The timer will provide certain delay time only. Okay. So for example, in this problem, that is only for positive half cycle, it is 1 millisecond. So now we can move on to the calculation. What is the calculation? To obtain this millisecond, what is the calculation? What is the formula? 65,536 minus n into, always you assume the crystal frequency is 11.0592 megahertz. If this is the crystal frequency which is connected to the 8051, then your time period is 1.0852 microsecond. If the input frequency is different, then you should place it here different value. Okay. So this equal to, now you know the answer. I want only 1 millisecond. That is this period, so that I can obtain my frequency as 500. That is possible. Okay, that we will check now. Right. So what now you can find out what is the value you have to place it in the register. Right. That also we have see, first you have to divide. You just bring down this to the denominator. So you will have 1 millisecond divided by 1.05 microsecond. So once it is, you have brought to the denominator, so you will be having a, what is the value you have? 922. Right? Okay. So this value is always will be using in timer mode 1. This is more because timer mode 1 register has maximum value, that is FF. So in decimal it is 65,536. Actually 535 plus 1 is added because for rollover, that is all FF to 0. Okay. Okay. Now you have this and this value. So now easily, what is the value? 922, right? So you can subtract, that is, you can take 536 minus 922 equal to your n value. Right? So if you differentiate this, if you difference this, see, you will be getting 6. So 64614 equal to the n. This is in decimal. You convert, always do all the calculations in decimal. Finally, you convert this into hexadecimal. That is good practice. So you convert into hexadecimal, you will be getting FC66. Okay. So this value approximately, it can be any value, no problem. Small changes, nothing will be, they won't reduce mark. So this approximately you should get FC66. Fine. So now if you put this value in the timer register, so you can obtain 50 Hertz frequency as the output. Okay. 50 Hertz as the output. Okay. So now you can calculate for 700. Then probably based on the program, you can develop your own algorithm. Let us go. When switch equal to 0, 50 hertz, when switch equal to 1, 700 hertz, you should generate. So we can move to the software and we can probably check one by one. We will try to execute, right? So which is there in the program. Okay. The first step. So we need to, I think I have shared the software. I'll check. Yes. Okay. The first step, you always start with the header file. And then, so you are going to assign your particular that is the my bit and switch SW for, this is for checking the status of switch, because I'm just assigning my P1.2 to one of the variable, so that in later I can, by checking out this variable, whether the switch is on condition or off condition. Okay. So this is the thing. And let me have a simple, the main function. Okay. So that for better understanding, see. So I start my main function. I initialize switch equal to 0. That is manually we are doing. As of now, you can remove this. Maybe switch is on or off, let it be. Right. Right. So right. So now I will just, I need to generate a frequency continuously, so that I'll put my timer program inside the while loop. So that is the frequency, that is the delay period, that is 1 millisecond positive off cycle, will be continued on off like that, positive off cycle, negative off cycle, because the port pin P1.5. So this is the pin particularly for generating the frequency. Here the frequency is obtained here. The frequency is generated here. The generated frequency is, we are sending to the port P1.5. So that's why the particular variable we are just toggling on for this time period. Once again for the next time, off for this time period. Just we are toggling that. If the switch is 0, if manually if I put the switch equal to 0, my condition is switch is 0 now. I'm checking the condition. If the switch is equal to 0, the condition is true. The condition is true. This particular delay is generated or executed, right? So this delay, you can have a delay for 50, that is 500 hertz. So this delay you can have 500 hertz. So this particular function is not going to have written value. So I have mentioned why, but this particular function is having, it is passing some value. So before the main function, the declaration, you can mention what is the, what type of value you are going to pass. So you have to mention that it is unsigned character type, character data type. So I have mentioned here in the header file. So now you can start writing the delay program here. So you can start writing the delay program. So what is my delay program? So always you start with tmod. Always you start with tmod. See, so first tmod, you have to select which timer, that is timer 0 mod 1. I have selected timer 0 mod 1. So very important, only the small changes with the previous program is only this part. That is, when the switch is 0, we are sending 0 to the character C. Where is the character? Here. Here, unsigned character. So in this character, the 0 is passed now. So now C is having 0. So now, initially I have selected the tmod. I have selected timer mode, which is ready to run. Correct. I'm checking the condition. If C is equal to 0, I can specific value for the 50 hertz. That is, what is the value we have calculated? FC 66. FC should be in higher, that is higher byte of the timer 0, and 66 should be in lower byte of the timer 0. These two registers are 16-bit register. Okay. Else, you can have else for generation of 70 hertz. You can put different value, just have a calculation there. What is the value you are getting to generate 700 hertz? You can place it here. Right. So this is the simple condition. Right. So once you always tmod, place the value, start the timer. Timer 0 is started. Check for the flag. If flag is 1, until TF0 is equal to 1, this particular instruction will be true. That is, your control will be stayed there itself. It will not move to the next instruction. If TF0 flag is 1, the condition is false. Now the control will move to the next instruction. I'm turning off my timer, clearing my flag. This is general step. You already know every step. Only in this program, we are going to check for the condition. Only this condition we are going to check. What is the status of the switch? I'm just initializing myself. Okay. We are initializing. Okay. But in real-time hardware, we will be connecting some hardware switch. Depending on that particular switch, our program will work. So that time we no need to mention this. So it will automatically control. Right? Right. So now, switch is 0. That is, this particular pin is toggled for once. Checking the condition. That is, if it is the state 0, it will send to state 1 here. It will check for the condition S0. It will generate the delay this. That is for positive. If it is the delay for one millisecond, it will be generating. Right. So once again, the program will come back. Since we have kept everything in the loop, so once again it will toggle. That is, it will come down. For better understanding, I will place. It will toggle. Then it will generate another for negative. That is negative half cycle. It will be delay for one millisecond. Okay, right. So like this, the clock pulse will be, the 50 hertz will be generated continuously. Right. So now you have, generated your program. So check any syntax error. So build the program and debug your program to check out your result. As per my result, I will open the logic analyzer, set up, close it everything, open a new. So what is the pin which generates frequency? P1.5. Enter. Okay, close it. So here this pin is going to toggle. So this particular pin is going to toggle for every 1 millisecond. So I will run the program now. Stop the program. Right. So now okay. So now you can check that. I'll click on this. Right. So for only one positive half cycle, what is the frequency you get? I'll take time period. Once again, I will. Okay. So before that, let me. What is the so? So go to target. Click on the option. So here it should be 11.0592 megahertz. This you should select in default. Click on OK. Now you built. That is, we are assigning crystal oscillator frequency for your controller. That is 11.0592 megahertz. Now I'm building. Now I'll start to debug the program. Okay. So I'll open the logic analyzer. I'll run the program now. I'll stop it. So now you can check that from this point to positive half cycle, it is generating 1 millisecond. Okay. What is my frequency? So take one time period. What is the frequency you get? 484.5. Approximately it is around 500 hertz. 500 hertz. Okay. So I think students can able to see that. In delta, you see that. So for one time period, it is 2 millisecond, 500, that is around 500 hertz. So you can get back to the slide also. See, for one time period, you have 2 millisecond and the frequency is around 50 hertz, which is generating. So for me, I got more than 500 hertz. So approximately it is near to 500, it is acceptable. Okay. So you can go to the same program and you can check for the, go to the same program. You can check for when switch is 1, you can initialize your own. I just initialize 1 for 700 hertz. You can debug the program, run it, stop it, check for the frequency. See, frequency should be measured by placing just place your cursor, the starting of the positive cycle. The frequency should be measured total time period. Okay. See, you can see 773 hertz. It is around 700 hertz. It is acceptable, no problem. The frequency will be always, it will not show accurate, it will be around. No. Right. So this is how you are going to generate. Depending on the status of the switch. See, just assign the particular switch pin to one of the variable, initialize that, check particular switch is 0 or 1. If it is a 0, generate 500 hertz, else generate 700 hertz. That's it. just by moving this 0, because here two different register, we have to place the value, two different value. Right. Just initializing the timer